go!
And we are underway. The 2020 men's division of the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest.
It's been something else to get this off the ground, and I hope that MLE's been able to help our peers across the sports vertical, MLB, NFL, show them the way that you can have live sports here, and we all got to figure it out.
Life inside the bubble going well already. Again, a world record on the women's side.
So this is important early in the contest. It's that first few minutes. If Wary and Shiger can get inside Breeden's head a bit, right, distract him a bit, that's a win for Joey. The Pulisic and Williams sort of clearing the way for, you know, Mo Salah. We got to just watch these numbers early.
Darren Breeden, remember your 2019 runner-up, a career-high 50 hot dogs and buns. But Nick Weary and Shoulder Day making their presence felt early.
I didn't know if it was Delt's Day or is he here to install the Wi-Fi.
Just 1 minute in now, Joey Chestnut with 12 dogs down currently, turning over to 13. Nick Weary on his tail with 10 hot dogs of his own.
Big pickup for Weary. Big pickup.
1 minute. Joey Chestnut,
Jason Fitz, how's it looking up front early in the going?
Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned Nick. When we talked to him yesterday, he mentioned training with Mickey, obviously. And one thing he mentioned is that Mickey stays really fast the whole way. He tends to start fast, and then it's a challenge for him to stay that way. So interesting to see, because he looks like he is in the zone up close and personal.
Wary holding tough. Breeden a little off. You know, Breeden's a pretty mild-mannered guy, keeps to himself, not a recluse. He's no Pinchon, he's no Salinger. Not antisocial, but maybe not antisocial distancing. He might be antisocial distancing. Got a little close in the production meeting yesterday. I didn't like it. I also don't like those dudes who wear the mask under the nose, right? It doesn't make sense. It's like putting sunblock on one leg or having twins and only buying one car seat.
A mistake in every way, shape, and form. Wear your masks at home, folks. We are 2 minutes into the contest now.
Wow.
Joey Chestnut with 24 hot dogs and buns, starting to put some distance between himself and the field.
That's some record-setting pace right there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the water is starting to fling up on the boards, too. Like, there's just water going everywhere. I've managed to stay unsplashed, guys. I don't know if it's going to maintain this way.
Badlands Booker crushing it on YouTube. We had a party when he hit 1 million subscribers. Eric got that milli, did it legitly. He's here today, the big man, the bad man.
You can get all of his albums, Hungry and Focused, volumes 1 through 4, if you liked what you heard in the open.
Some of the early stuff with Aquafresh, especially cutting.
He is exactly
his son doing a lot of the production behind the scenes, a one-stop shop with the Booker crew here. Joey Chestnut topping 30 dogs now at a blistering 10 hot dog and bun per minute pace.
Unbelievable. You can tell Joey's happy to be back. I mean, we're all sick of quarantine. It's particularly acute for Joey. Each bite a reminder that his airline status is meaningless, that even if he had the extra money, and he does, no one's offering him to upgrade to the 20-ounce beer for a couple of bucks.
George Chigger, 10 hot dogs and buns.
I actually drove by LaGuardia today, and I had a pang of homesickness. You know it's bad when you miss LaGuardia. There's George Chigger, looking a little bit like Yukon Cornelius.
George Chigger, or as I've often said, me, if I had red hair in this one. George Chigger got the call early in this week because of some eaters that couldn't be here with us today.
Yeah, he's been crestfallen throughout this. You know, he loves Broadway, and they just extended the shutdown of Broadway. He listens to a Chorus Line original cast recording when he's feeling blue.
6 minutes and 20 seconds remain right now. Matthew Stoney also couldn't be with us.
So many losses. No OG because of the quarantine stuff. No Stoney. You know, no Esper. I compared Stoney to Ninja, my favorite gamer, a couple years ago, and I might have jinxed him because I can't find Stoney in this lineup, and I don't know where Ninja is either. He was on Twitch. Now he's not. You know, he's on Mixer. I don't know where he is. Maybe MySpace.
He is well ahead of world
Everything comes home eventually. I think we call that retro in the world of social media.
Right now to break his record.
Joey.
This is unbelievable. I saw it with Mickey Sudo. And I've seen it with Joey. So physically comfortable. This is incredible. Joey Chestnut is forging forward to a new world record.
It is an insane pace that he has come out with here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. 44 hot dogs and buns, well ahead of world record pace.
It's interesting to me too, Mike, because when we talked to Joey about what it would be like with no crowd here, he mentioned that there are points within the competition where the crowd really helps you find the next gear. But up close, it looks like he's found it himself. And this is really about a man going up against his own legacy. So it's impressive to watch.
27.
You know, it's just such efficiency. It's all about delivery for Joey from A to B, the integral principles of the structural dynamics of Joe Chestnut.
26.
He's about to hit 50. That's going to be a push notification for Breeden.
Breeden, who now takes up second place. Him and Nick Weary have been neck and neck throughout the contest, an almost identical dogs per minute pace here. Badlands Booker.
He just broke Kobayashi's record with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Joey Chestnut is back. Joey Chestnut.
George fired up, and I can understand why.
Crazy.
This is some eating.
Yeah, he's sailing right now.
50 hot dogs in 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Guys, you can tell a little bit as you see Nick slowing down. He mentioned that it would be weird eating right next to Joey and that there can be some intimidation to that as you start to see what's happening in the corner of the eye. You can feel the difference up here of what it's like around Joey right now.
He is the granite.
You know what's interesting? You look at that. You look at that leaderboard. You look at Sugar with only 15, Badlands Booker with only 14. I don't know if they're liking this setting as well. All the mics. You know, it's like when you mic up J.J. Watt. It's like, dude, relax, just be yourself. Or maybe you are being yourself, in which case, yikes.
Maybe you really just like Fort Minor that much.
Yeah.
The world may never know. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Joey. Nick, 3:45 left.
Nick
Darren,
Wary's still going
3:45.
after it. I got to introduce Nick Wary to Francis Malman. Guys both love their barbecued meats.
55 now. He is
A
slowing
big
down.
fan of pork rolls, wings, competes often against Miki Sudo, his girlfriend. George, what's it looking like from up on the stage right now with this blistering pace?
Listen, I have never seen anything like this, and I have to tell you something. I feel that he's slowed in the last minute. He was going so fast. It might be because I'm having trouble counting, but I've never seen Joey this comfortable and eating this quickly. I don't know now, however, whether he'll be able to break his record.
Well, you know, Jack DM me said if Joey sets a new record, Twitter will install the edit button. So let's be rooting for Joey's.
All eyes on Joey Chestnut. The nation looks to its hero, who with under 3 minutes left now is still on an 80 hot dog pace.
240, 240, 240, Joey, 240. Darren, 240.
Well, I mean, we're going to be 2 minutes remaining.
60
Joe,
hot dogs,
2.5 minutes remaining.
6-0.
Joey's up by 26 hot dogs. It's going to take a Shanahan-type effort for Joey to lose now.
We talked about last year the gulf between him and second place, 21 hot dogs and buns, putting that well in the rear view.
You know, the magic number is 62, I think, to hit 1,000 career dogs, right? You mentioned that earlier. Boom.
And with just over 2 minutes.
Joey Chestnut has just eaten his 1,000th career dog, 1,000, with 2 minutes left.
I was in Salt Lake when Karl Malone
2
got his
minutes,
1,000th
2
point,
minutes, Nick
and
Webber,
it was a
2
thing of
minutes.
beauty. That was a thing of beauty right there.
He will bend history itself until time.
Guys, we still have a battle
unfolds to
going on
his
for second
purpose,
place in this,
ladies
too.
and gentlemen.
Remember, Nick, I'll go back to mention he was a last-second add into this contest. Really wanted to prove he belongs, not just because of the pandemic, but he belongs at this event annually. So it's really a statement for him to be performing so well.
No
It is
doubt.
because he is in the mothership.
Breeden now
we are
on
in
top
the
of
womb
Wary.
Nathan's famous, ladies and
Wary's got to
gentlemen.
be awash with emotion, thinking about Mickey's accomplishment. Great sporting couple like Mia and Noma, Steffi and Agassi. Jimmy Connor and Chrissy Everett, although I don't think that one worked out.
What do we got? 67. 67. He is slowing down. I don't think he can do it. He's right on the bubble. He is right on the bubble.
68 hot dogs and buns as we near the final minute of competition. 74, his own number to beat on this one.
I don't know if it's an absence of crowd. It's a heck of a lot of hot dogs, you know, but Joey Chestnut. You know, people put periods after each word to make a point on social. It's very lame, but I'm going to do it verbally now. Joey Jaws Chestnut, greatest athlete in the world. It's made manifest today if he takes this title. Don't at me.
The Glizzy Gladiator loads up for the final run here, topping 70 hot dogs and buns for the 5th time, the only man to do so, and he has now done it 5 times as we near 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
The Joeyest of all time with 72. Breeden holding tight there for a second spot.
I'll count it down. 20 now, 20 seconds.
Looking for the countdown, which the competitors actually couldn't hear in the women's contest at the end. George going to give Joey the leg up here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, burn your hot dogs on 75.
Some things change, some remain the same.
75 hot dogs and buns. A world record. 75
Unofficial
hot dogs
75.
75.
And
That
you
would be
hear
a record.
George Shea, the unofficial 75 hot dogs and buzz. Joey Chestnut, your 13th time now.
Just
Nathan's famous
the
champion.
pace is unbelievable. He just keeps driving it.
Unbelievable. ESPN's coverage of the 2020 Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest is brought to you by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and use code BUN to play for free for $25,000 in prizes. We will be back with the official results next.
Groundbreakers to breaking ground. Mermaids and mayors, the mutts and the yanks. Rockefellers and rockers, bombers and bombshells. Inspiration, perspiration. Hip-hop kings to disco queens. From the most courageous to the most notorious. Diplomats and dignitaries. Uptown girls, downtown divas. From the fairest to the bravest. From the little acorn to the mightiest oak. Only in America can people with great differences get along famously. Happy birthday, America.
Domino's knows delivery, so team.
The once and future king with a new world record of 75 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, Joey Chestnut!
All right, Joey, there was no crowd here, so you're going for a world record. What was it like at the end when you didn't have a crowd to pump you up?
It was hard, but it was. I knew I was fast in the beginning. It was like blistering speed, and the dogs were cooked really well today. And it kind of minute like 6 is where I really missed the crowd because they're pumped up, and I hit a wall, and it took me a little bit more work to get through it. Yeah, this is a crazy year, and I'm happy I was able to get a record.
Well, George said he'd never seen a pace like what you were putting up at the beginning. What was the key to starting so fast?
I was, I don't know, the hot dogs were really fast. I mean, I think they were just cooked them like 10 minutes ago. So I mean, that helps. They're cooking less hot dogs for, usually they're cooking like 1,000 hot dogs for all the eaters. Now it's a quarter of that. And so it's, that helped a lot. And being inside helped. But yeah, it just, I did train a little bit more this year, so.
Well, congratulations, Joey. Mike, Rich, back over to you guys.
An incredible performance, a record-breaking 75 hot dogs and buns from Joey Chestnut. Remarkable, Rich.
So that's great stuff, Mike. You know, it's a happy 4th of July in Coney Island and around the country.
Miki Sudo, your champion on the women's side. Joey Chestnut, your champion on the men's side. Thank you on behalf of Rich Shea, George Shea, Jason Fitz, and myself. Happy 4th of July and so long from Coney Island. The American Cornhole League Pro Invitational is next.
All right, folks, if you guys are watching on YouTube, I'd just like to thank you very much. Remember to follow us on Twitter @GrandmaStreams_. We've got a lot of cool events for you.